Alright. This is going to be my last stream for the month because tomorrow I'm heading off on a road trip for about 3 weeks. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to pack some code, not this code. This code's already ready to go. Basically, I'm not bringing this computer with me, so I need to get my terrain project all ready in case I want to work on it. I don't think I will, but I always want to be sure. So I think one thing I might do... I guess I'll keep that as it is. Oh wait, we don't need road and road segment. We don't need test 1. I'm just going to keep my... I guess these PNGs are fine. Do I need dither? I don't think I need dither. Oh, I guess I do use it. For something, somehow. But yeah, basically what I'm going to be doing is, because of the way that I had set up the project, I can't actually upload this whole thing to GitHub. So I'm just going to create a submodule and do it that way. So basically we go into Tech and Tools, 30, add-ons, NP terrain. And I think what I can just do is... Hang on. There, that's what I wanted. Git submodule init. Can I do this? Git status. Oh. Git add dot. Remove unused maps or files. Yeah. I don't think I can actually do what I intended to do. But if we do this... Let's see if I can actually do this. So if we did like git convert directory to submodule. I've never tried this before, but yeah, basically I want to... So to isolate a directory, use filter branch on a clone of the original repository, then nothing more than deleting your original directory and adding a submodule. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Basically, just get this. Put it out here for now. Oh, wait, but cancel that. Go up here, paste it here. Because what I need to do... did I paste it? Wait, what just happened? Show in File Manager. Godot is fighting me. I know what to do. Just create a new thing, so we're just going to create a new folder, submodule. And then I'm just going to drag this folder here, so go back into here. What am I doing? Oh. Not 14 there. 30 there. Close this. And... okay, that should be good. Why do we have 2 of these open? Who is this? Oh yeah, that's Jack 4. Now I just need to figure this out. Try again. Try again. Try again. Try again. Cancel. Who is using this? Nothing is using this. Am I dumb? What's happening? Is Godot still alive? Okay, what I can do then is I can just copy it. So go back to here. Copy it into here. Thank you, video game. And then can we delete this? I wish it would just tell me what, like, folder was using this. Is that a thing that I can do in Windows without installing, like, 500 add-ons? Okay. So what does this do? If test file path equals false for a warning, else locking process equals command C, open files query, FO table find. So why do I need the other stuff? I can just do this. And so then we would do, come into here. So this is now going to be add-ons NP terrain. Oh, I see here. Let's see if that works. Access is denied. Parameter format not correct. Hang on. Can I get just the normal command prompt? Okay, there we are. So open file. Is this a thing that actually exists? I don't think this is a thing that exists. What? Error access is denied. Who? Which one is denied? Global system flag maintain objects list needs to be enabled to see local open files. Oh, you have to restart the computer. Okay, let's see if this is here. So processes, select all processes by clicking on the next image. Use the search field for associated handles. So can I just do this and then search handles for NP terrain? Who is this? So that terminal was just like in the wrong place at the wrong time? Am I dumb? Did I miss that it was there? I thought it was in a different folder. Okay, try it again. Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know. I'm kind of baffled as to why there's 5 answers that say this, or before this one. Oh well, that's Stack Overflow for you. I'm glad we didn't close it as duplicate. But okay. So now what I need is this is our new thing. And then we're going to need some, I guess we don't need a git ignore right now. I will add one, but it'll just be empty. Okay. So initial commit splitting into submodule. Okay. So the value of this is that now I should be able to go into GitHub, which hopefully has me logged in still. It typically logs me out. Okay. Let's just create a new repository. This is going to be np terrain needle full. Oh wait, we already have np terrain. Okay. GPL licensed and public. I guess that's fine. They'll just vibe code a copy of it. Oh well. More of a resume pattern than a business model to have this as a separate thing that people can look at. But okay, let's get this, I guess. Who are you? Why do I have this open? Oh wait, I still need this open. Wait, don't I have it open? Am I dumb? Okay. Alright, now. Get status. What branch are we on? I guess I'll branch move master main. And I guess I'll also force this. So now we should have all of our code here. Okay. And then git clone. No, wait. How do we add a submodule? Is it just git submodule add? Or git submodule clone? No, okay, it is git submodule add. Did I? Wait, hang on. Did I just put this in the wrong folder? I did. I did. Hang on. I got confused as to where I was. We don't need to be in here anymore. We can just go to add-ons. All right. There we are. What? Add-ons NP terrain already exists in the index. Oh, right, because we have to do git add dot, commit m, delete folder. Now we can do this. Okay. So now add submodule. Okay. So now we have a new thing here. My original repo has all the history, but this one is clean of it because there were a bunch of like 100 megabyte files that GitHub wasn't allowing. So now I can actually like have this, and then we can just clone this submodule so that I can play with it in other projects, including as like a thing that I can do, I don't know, whenever I have time on my vacation and feel like working on something. But not working on the things that I decided I was going to work on, which was reading. Oops, excuse me, mostly. Why do I need to burp? Did I eat? I don't even know if I've eaten. No, I had one sandwich. That was the entirety of my food today. Ah, well. I'm just going to test to make sure that this still works, which it probably should. There's no reason it wouldn't. And if it does, I'm then going to delete the copy of the folder that we have in wherever I put it. So if we come into submodule, I'm just going to delete this. I guess I won't delete that for now. Wait, who's here? Is this... So I think what's happening is PowerShell actually just keeps all... Like, it doesn't close the folders that you leave. Yeah, that seems to be exactly what it is. When you enter a folder, it marks it as being used, but then it doesn't actually fix it. But okay, so one of the things that I'd want to fix at some point soon is actually... I mentioned this, these curves don't correctly, or these paths, I should say. Having lower radii, you can see these intersecting lines, because basically every line segment assumes that it is the same radius from beginning to end, where they should actually be shrinking so that they match each other. Because otherwise we get these overlapping lines here. And actually we could do like 1 to see that more clearly than if we did like, I don't know, play with this some more. It should, oh yeah, but now it has the issue, the added issue of this radius is based on the resolution of the thing. Ah, well. Yeah, now we can see the issue more clearly. This circle is too big at the start and end. Alright, well that'll be a problem for future me to figure out. So, okay, we got that done. I guess we then just play through Kitty Found a Camera. That's kind of all I want to do. One last little thing before I go. There's also a leaf blower outside. What is that actually? I love leaf blowers because it sounds like 12 full, like, chainsaws running on full blast for, like, 6 hours. I think it's great for society. Also, I've been thinking of, for Kitty Found a Camera, just kind of going through things that mildly annoy me and wildly exaggerating them as, like, a source of comedy. Which, I mean, admittedly is very, very common. That's kind of like the basis of satire. But I should be more conscious of it and do it more. Because I think it's fun. It's nice to, like, point out something annoying and then other people are like, yeah, that is annoying. I agree. We should overthrow the leaf blowers, the big leaf blower. Why is the game so slow? Or the editor? I love society. Admittedly, I thought I was going to take more time to do the terrain stuff, but no, I didn't really need to do, like, anything. Oh, wait, but I do want to have the to-do list in there. Okay, so hang on. Bring back you. And then I also want this. Oh, it's not in the same place, which is unfortunate. Okay. So, where is this? We need, the NPT. Okay. Actually, this one needs to be committed first. Ooh, what happened here? I guess nothing? Okay. Submodule or something. Or no, adding to do in submodule. Okay. And here we should have that. Okay. Moving to do to submodule. Good enough. Okay. That should be good now. And for Kitty Found a Camera, I guess for this final playthrough, I'm going to start thinking more about... Oh, I know what I want to do. I remember now. I want to demo So this is now officially a demo branch that will be developed differently than the main branch. And I can work on it separately for bug fixes and like adding potential features, UI stuff, I don't know. Anything that I want in the demo as well. And then what I can do is when we have these boundaries, demo borders here, I'm just going to have these disabled for now as sort of like non-destructive editing, because otherwise, you know, merging the diffs could be really messy. So yeah, no boundaries there. And then we go back to the Weston house. Wasn't there other little borders somewhere? Take your time, Godot. No, I think those are the main ones. Gonna double check though. There's a tiny guy with his tiny demo borders right here. Who are you? This is your also. Actually, I'm not gonna rename anything. I'm gonna try to do as few destructive changes as possible. And I think naming things will also count as destructive, because then it could potentially be sorted differently. You know, it could just result in like very complicated and messy diffs between the two. And yeah, I want it to be everything works. So yeah, let's just go through all these. Remove all the boundaries. And someday we'll also have these no longer even here. But that'll be for like the final release of the game. Well, even then, I might actually keep them around. Just because then it'd be easy to... well, easier to take the demo of the game and put those in there. Oh yeah, the star. You haven't even seen... have I shown the star on stream yet? Maybe someday. Maybe you can find it. Yeah, you know what? How dare you? You can find it yourself. The demo's out now. Let's see, we also need the Carlson house. I think those are the... I think these are the last places with any sort of demo boundaries. Okay. So let's start thinking about new things to add. Because, yeah, I want... now, we have kind of like a vertical slice, except it's like a third of the whole game. So now I have to start thinking of things outside the demo, so that way people don't feel ripped off when they realize that it's like currently 75% of the game. The only part that it isn't is the ending, basically. But okay, so we have our beautiful Casanova reference here. I should maybe have more... let's see. Who is Bill? We have a lot of things that we know about him already. We have the aviation, radio stuff. The alien stuff, Invader Zim. Yeah, let's start thinking about that. Let's go back to locations here. So 1 week, 1 day. Who's 2 week? 2 week is Wilson House. Okay, yeah. So we have some shed stuff. Sculpting tools. Nah. We got stuff now. And I think we got decent activities here. Don't need this. Yard sculpture. Geese, turtle, biplane. Oh, we got all this stuff, yeah. The shed, more stuff around it to get on top of the fence. Hobbies. Bill, Liz. Do I want this? Maybe I want a reference to... yeah, I'm going to say nah on this one. So, planes, engineering. Italy, Casanova. Admittedly, I don't even know if the Casanova joke is particularly funny. In fact, what I might do is have, oh, I have a fun idea. To make the date go well, I want to extend out, let's see, where would that be? Characters. Do we have some stuff here? We got the zombie. We got the pepper garden. Okay, I want dinner date. So basically, bring out Bill's music box for the date. Yeah, I think I want the date to have more stuff involved with it. And I think I might want to, more fundamentally, I might want to rework the concept of having characters with completed work. Because if we go to people here, you'll see how some of them are gold and have this check mark. And that was because originally it worked in a similar structure to the game Smile for Me, where people just had like a set of things you had to do for them. And then when you were done, they were done, basically. Like, you could still, like, they were still involved in other people's stuff, but you were, you know, didn't have to do anything else for them specifically. Where now, I think I want to structure it more as, like, episodes. Like, Bill has more stuff you can do for him after you've completed his main work. And I wonder how I should express that. Like, maybe just change how the completion stuff works. But it might be too late for that. And I might just accept that, like, it'll just have a check mark next to their name, even though there's still stuff you can do for them. Yeah, I guess I'll say that's fine. If I really want to, I could add an extra layer. Because basically what I'm thinking is, the alternative is to have essentially quests, like typical open world games. So instead of the characters marking their stuff as completed, it's just like they present you a quest. And then you do the quest and then it's done. Yeah, I think with the way that I've structured it, I'm gonna not bother changing the structure fundamentally. Though that will mean that the biker and the monster will actually have, I think, at least a couple more things after their date. And also, even things before their date, to make it more... Well, I think it's funny how quickly it goes. Because basically, you show the biker a photo of the monster, and then they have dinner out in the middle of the street, and that's all that you have for them. And I'm wondering if I should make it so that, like, maybe you have to help prepare the dinner, you know, or you have to make it go better. I think making it go better would work. Basically, you bring out the music, they're amazed by the music, they fall in love, they get married, happily ever after, and then you can actually race them again, maybe. That'd be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Date goes so well. Power of music. That they get married. Now you can race, or now... The monster in a wagon. Kind to the biker. And a just married sign. Actually, I'm going to just say... I'm going to make this two separate things. Monster in a wagon behind the bike. Just married sign and the cans and stuff. You can race them. Okay, that'd be fun. And then the rat, ability to race them. That'd be fun. Okay. Let's get our challenge photo. What am I doing? Oh, I'm stupid. I meant to go to challenge photos and show the challenge photo, not do something that wasn't that. But okay, that feels like a good idea, especially since the demo already hints at the possibility of racing people when you show them a photo of your car. And so, yeah, I'll do that. I'm also still thinking I would like a bit of a visual uplift in the ambient occlusion. Would it be possible to do that and merge it for both this game, like the main game and the demo? I think I would have to do it in the demo branch and then bring it into the main branch. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I do think it's possible. Because, yeah, I can, basically, I would just manually color the vertices. Yeah, I'll try that. Or maybe I'll even try to figure out, like, if there's an automatic way to do it in Blender. Because I know you can bake lighting in Blender. So surely there must be a way to also bake it to the vertices. Oh yeah, I forgot. I disabled, for a specific camera shot, I disabled camera assist. Which is actually a pretty useful thing there. Also, I should add a controller prompt for, like, a dedicated button to apply settings. Okay, I think by default what I should do is I should do most work in the demo branch when I think it's universal. And then just, like, cherry pick the changes into the main branch. But okay, it's nice to be back here. I should probably make it... Yeah. So that when you go over here... Let's go to bugs. Didn't I have... biker moves? I'm sure it's in here. Activate biker immediately upon crossing the bridge, yeah. Biker gets blocked by you when moving. Oh yeah, and we have that now. Good. Biker and monster Akira sliding together. Don't really need that. What happened to Dryman? I don't care about this. Yeah. Nah. So schedule ability to sleep. We got that already. Opening fridges and cabinets to see food. Sleep river. I like these. Yeah, basically these were from my niece and nephew way back when they played it. Yeah, what else do I have here? Got water heater. We got toilets. I think we got different textures. Did I do that already, or just not? Did I just not bother? Got that done. I think I got the grass in place. And we got the cars that I need. Oh wait, no, we don't have quite the cars that I need. I want Carly's car. Yeah, let's say cars. Carly's car, Madame Blue's car. Anyone else's cars in here? No, I think that's fine. Furniture in the houses, mailboxes, garbage cans. We got the mailboxes. We got the garbage cans. Yeah, let's reevaluate this stuff. I think I got electrical wires. I think we got the design, basically. Yeah, I'm going to say that's fine. In fact, I'll just call the substation fine visually. But yeah. Big thing is the playground. There's meant to be a playground out in front of Madame Blue's place, and that'll be a source of many activities, I think. Yeah, what is missing from this side? More grass overgrowth. More different plants. And then, yeah, various activities would be great here. Do we need more characters? We do kind of have a front-loading of characters, I think. Well, no, I think there's plenty of characters on this side. So yeah, I think more activities will be the main thing. Oh yeah, and also, delete me. I'm no longer in the game. And I think that might be an actual, like, full-on deletion. Yeah. Well, no. I don't want it to be destructive, as I said. I'm just going to move him down. Because I want to be able to, like, make changes in the demo and then bring them into the main branch without, like, having to do a whole bunch of surgery on the git diff. So what are the major activities? I guess we could add more variation to the road, since I do want that racing to be a thing. Actually, how long would it be? I think it would be interesting to basically have, like, laps, where you have to, like, go around something. Because the biker is quite difficult to actually beat, because they're so consistent with the corners. They'd have to go slower for you. Or at least take the corners more slowly. In fact, that might be a useful thing just for the sake of, Yeah, I should probably do that. Basically, what I want is the biker should take corners more slowly just in general. So if we have the racing... Well, the racing should probably work differently than the regular biker anyway. Let's think of other activities. Because, yeah, racing would be fun. We already have the car for it. And we already have the characters for it, because we can have 3 different characters on the racetrack. And then hide and seek would be a decent activity. Neighborhood things, joint mailboxes, we got that already. Dumpster, power lines, lights, house numbers, those would be good. Make concrete as dark as, or darker than sidewalk? I think that's fine. I think that's done, and I think this is done. We don't need that. Yeah, I don't think we really need any more skybox stuff. We got the stars. I'm gonna kind of, like, cull a lot of these so that I don't, like, feel overwhelmed. Cave signs? Use a monotype font for the time. That'd be good. Let's see. Do I need that, though? Nah, I don't care. We already have a strategy, basically, of, like, using tabs to make it so that this doesn't, like, get misaligned. Doorknobs. I think, yeah, I got that done. And yeah, lighting. Baked ambient occlusion. Like vertex-based ambient occlusion. Can I automatically do this in Blender? What's happening to me? Oh, I see. I'm going back and forth. And we got that. So scroll through items and journal entries, custom shading, ambient color, blue channel is ambient occlusion. I don't really need that. Yeah, I'll say now that. And I'll just put that in custom shading since we already had that. Okay, check the current NPC when viewing the photo. Entities to separate. Laptop, mini fridge. I think we got all these already. And that. Biker crashed emote. Car splashing into water. We kind of have that. I think I do want a unique sprite / particles sound. Okay, so bird hunting. Yeah, we got that. Do I want more activities with the old man? Cube alien. The secret lab. More interesting requirements. I think we got these already. Take photos of doors. Oh, to get prompts about them. So, like, for... I don't really care. I'm going to say that's done. What I want instead is... I've basically been thinking of a running gag where, like, there's a bunch of puzzles for keypads, but every keypad has the same code. And the puzzles get, like, arbitrarily complicated under the assumption that the player will eventually just come back and be like, it's fucking 451 again, isn't it? And then they just put it in and it works, and they're like, God damn it. You know, it's trying to get them to solve, like, I don't know, fucking elliptical curve equations, or, like, pick out how many, like, olives are in a painting or something. Yeah, that'd be fun. So, Apollo... So, finding Mr. Weston. Yeah, now we have that. We do have an activity with that. And I don't need that. And honestly, we have plenty with Mrs. Weston as well, I think. The bear activity is fun enough. So yeah, the sleepover would be good. What do they want? What do they... others think of them? The castle. Oh yeah, we don't even have a castle anymore. So yeah, we got all that. Actually, we would want more activities. What could we do in an 11-7? We could get a job. That'd be funny. Wait, have I even shown this on stream? There's a new shortcut down to the underground. Yeah, admittedly, these aren't my most exciting streams, where I just, like, go around and think about the things that I want to add to the game. But they are important, and it's good to have this sort of stuff, like, on the mind while I'm traveling. Because despite how tired I've gotten from making the game, I guess I'm not, like, demotivated. Like, I very quickly bounced back after all the stress of the Steam Next Fest. I guess I just enjoy the process of making games. But yeah, here you can see some especially problematic areas with the shading. It just looks bad. It'd be really good to have just a little bit of, yeah, that ambient occlusion. I wonder, let's go to Blender. Or let's look up some stuff in Blender. So Blender ambient vertex or shading. Baked vertex lighting. Vertex color layer. Okay, so basically you could bake the light onto a texture, and then bake the texture onto the vertex colors. Huh, okay. There's literally just a button. Let's save and quit. Let's see if that actually does what I want it to do. So if we go to... I'm going to do, like, git status, add dot, to do updated. Oh no, git checkout demo. So yeah, I think how it's going to work is the demo, I want it to be that we can just rebase onto the demo each time. All right, let's go to NPC. No. Decor bill. Actually, let's try the backrooms first. I think one thing I want here is I want to change how this works. So we're not going to use a backrooms compose. We're just going to use backrooms because I want the ability to bake the lighting, which should be, well, ugh. Let's get our walls in here. This will be like wall. Okay. We already have exactly what I want, except for the fact that it's, oh, because we need to have, UV or like the world coordinates. Ugh. I need to have a completely new shader here. Or we need to have, how do we do our UV coordinates? Oh, it's this vector, probably. Let's do position as a vector here. Does that do anything? I don't think so. Attributes. Hang on, I'm just gonna look up fucking Blender trilinear texture shader. Just see what somebody else did. So add geometry nodes, get a triangular mesh, fixed, blah. UV map. Triangulate. Ugh. Oh wait, no, triplanar. Okay, I was dumb. Hmm. Okay, let's see how this works. Geometry. So it just gets the normal. Can I just put these why does this not have like everything in it? There we are. Okay. And then what we can do, man, I hate node-based shaders. This is why I hate node-based shaders. That, we're gonna need this. Because we're gonna need to recombine these, recombobulate these. What's the difference between the normal and true normal? Ah, whatever. I hope I can save this as like a thing that I can just like bring in. Actually, can you do that in Godot? Or no, in Blender, like just save a group of shaders as a separate component? We separate our normals, then we need a grader. Because I'm going to need to double check. Actually, I'm not going to need to double check that because I'm just going to go... Oh, wait, take your time, Godot. Take your time. I should not have, like, cancel that. Close all these. Okay. Good. That's fine. What was I looking for? Triplanar? Okay. So the weights here, we deduce these in a different way, don't we? Normalize, oh no. Oh, okay, yeah, because we raise it to a power. Okay. So yeah, we take the normal, we don't actually need this, we can delete that. Go to here, put that in base. Exponent is going to be, I guess we'll just put it as like 2 for now. Oh, I see, okay. We're doing some funky stuff here that I'm not going to bother with for now. And we can ignore this for now, because we'll need to also do a multiply here. Vector multiply. And for now, we'll just set that to 1. And then what we can do is we can add 3 things together. Or no, we need to vector add. We also need 3 textures here. So we need basically 3 of these. Can we like copy this? Because basically I want this as an input that we can then use in multiple places, but it seems like what I got to do is I just got to like duplicate it 3 times. Yeah, because we basically need 3 different vectors here, and then we split this. Separate. And then we need to join or merge. How do we create a vector? This sucks. Or Blender shader components to vector. How do we do this? Okay, combine XYZ. Isn't this so much easier than typing XY or .xy? I think it's really good. But okay, we multiply by our offset there. We can close this up. Because for our first one we have XY, for our second one we have XZ. And all of these are 2 component vectors. And then for our next one we would have, what is it going to be? It's going to be like X, well, no. It'd be ZY. And specifically ZY. Yeah, because Z is always the... Okay. I think that is now correct. So now we have our 3 beautiful textures. So yeah, can you convert a... Hang on, I'm just going to look it up in Godot. Or, Blender shader to function? Or like, create like, shader reusable or node? Okay, good. You can create node groups. Can you create node groups that don't have the exact same material every time? Where I can just, like, feed in a node here? Like, because this is not available as a thing that I can set, is it? Maybe it is? I'll figure it out later. Because, yeah, basically, I'd love to reuse this and have this available in Blender for basically everything that I do. Because I use triplaners, like, everywhere. Okay, but we don't need greater than. We're just going to do now a power on the normal. And then from that, we are going to add or multiply. And, of course, we need 3 of these. Wait, does this convert into a number? Ugh. Hang on, is the output a color or a number? I don't know. Okay, well. We multiplied them and then we add them together. Can we add... Oh, no, we have to duplicate and we have to add 2 of them together. Dude, but at least I don't have to write any code, right? And then none of these matter because I put them all in the other place. And then we have base color. Okay. Did that even work at all? I don't know. Because yeah, I'm pretty sure these need to be changed to vector math. Can we, like... Thank you, Godot. Thank you, Blender, or whatever you just did. Can I convert this? Blender, change shader node. Replace shader node. I don't care. Just delete all these. We're going to need vector math. All 3 of these are going to need to be divide or multiply or whatever. Then we just add them all together. Okay. And then we're also going to need a vector combine XYZ, and we're going to need this to be all 3 values. But hey, at least I don't have to write like the 5 lines of code that this would take in a shader, right? Okay, now it's in color, and that's good. And now I just need to figure out why it's not doing what I expect it to do. So if I did like this, okay. So it's kind of doing what I expect it to do. So now presumably somewhere in here, I've like mixed up some wires, and I need to see the actual wires here. Okay, because this one's XY. We can actually remove some of these. So this is our XYZ. Oh, I know what it is, probably. It's because these, I'm like doing the, this isn't correct because we need to actually separate it and then combine it. So we need that there, and then hopefully I can actually do this. Okay. And actually, because this is X and Y, this needs to be Z. And then, because this one is X and Z, it needs to be Y. And then that means this one needs to be X. There we go. Maybe. Okay, we're getting closer now. It's rotated by 90 degrees, though. And that's because we are doing something wrong. I assume, presumably that would mean that this vertex here needs to be YX. Or, man, let's put this on another wall as well, and I'm just going to do like 90 degrees here. Okay, so this one works. Except it's upside down. I think. Is it upside down? I guess it is. Actually, why would that be? But let's test some things here. So like Y here should actually be... It should have been changing something. Wait, what? Oh, okay. It's just changing the wrong thing. Because it only applies to some of these. Which is weird. Where's Y going? So X and Y should be multiplied by the Z of the normal. Maybe this needs to be the true normal? That doesn't feel any different. Are there wires that are physically crossed? Because no, we have the XZ, or XY, and XY is then multiplied by Z. Eventually. Yeah, here we can see it do that. XZ is combined with Y. Right. And then Y, or ZY, specifically ZY, not YZ. But this needs to be multiplied by... Does it need to be multiplied by -1, 1? But then that goes to WX. Or wait, what? Oh yeah, weight X. And weight X is that one. Okay. So that math is correct. What if it's the power? No? Right, because we need the absolute value anyway, because otherwise there's like probably weird things with like, you know, subtracting colors. Oh yeah, there would be, because we're doing a multiply. We'd have to do otherwise like a vector math absolute value here. Like that. There we are. And that should be... Also, so there's really no way to just add 3 numbers together? Oh, well. Interesting. No, I guess I should make this work before I turn it into a node group. Yeah, so I'm very confused. Which normal is this? So Y, and then X. Wait. No, I'm dumb. Oh, because I'm dumb. Right, because Godot and Blender use X and Z differently. So Z is actually supposed to be here at all times. Hang on. I need to unflip-flop this stuff. So X, Y is our default. So this is like a horizontal thing. And then... wait, no. XZ, then YZ, and then XY. So this is the floor. Okay. And then we can flip-flop this stuff, so... this one, for example, would have Y, actually. This one, which is YZ, would have X. And this one that has XY would have Z. Okay. There we are. Now it works. Okay. Basically, yeah, I forgot that they have different coordinates. And then we can fiddle with this, so now we can get it basically looking how I want it to, except for the fact that it does seem to be upside down compared to this. So we came into here, back rooms. Oh, okay, this is... okay, that is correct then. And then we would also have here... closest. 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 So yeah, the issue is we need this image as a parameter as well. But oh well. So now I can fiddle with this thing. Interesting. 0.35 is what I want? No, 0.32? Yeah, that's basically what I'd do here. Okay. And all of that was, for some reason, I forget. Oh yeah, because I want to do baked lighting. And to do baked lighting, I need to have these properly all, like, lit up. Or set up, you know. So yeah, now the hard part is I want to make this into a group. Make group. Okay, good. And so the inputs to this are actually going to be these three textures, which is bad because I can't add as a... hang on. Blender shader group texture input is what I need to look for. Okay, this is exactly what I want. Only by using Python. In this case, you need to have an internal image texture node in the node tree and access it through your custom UI. That's annoying. Okay, so we basically can't do what I wanted to do. Yeah. What is Node Wrangler? Does this have the ability... So if we went to, like, image... Don't need that. Reload images. Don't need that. Principled texture. Man, isn't this so much easier than, like, writing a shader? Actually, Blender text shaders. No, this isn't what I wanted. Open Shading Language is a programmable shading system for advanced rendering engines. OSL can be used within cycles to define custom surface and that stuff. So it's only available in cycles, it seems. What the hell? Oh, I see. Probably the car mechanic. I'm getting my car looked at. Okay, they got the car fixed up. Probably not too much that was needed then. So, I guess what I'm gonna do is just not even bother with this then. Because it seems like it's basically useless to make this into a group. Which is kind of wild and cool. I really like that. I think that's kind of awesome. Actually, can I, like... Is there really no way to, like... make it a thing that I can, like, edit in any way? That's kind of insane. It just... Why would they not add that? I can, like, animate the fucking, like, text that's printed on a thing, but I can't, like, make this a parameter. Okay, whatever. I didn't even need it anyway, because these should all have the same material, so I can just come back into here. This is now going to be triplanar. And then I need to actually open this. There we go. See, it doesn't matter. Okay, so which one of these is the floor again? Z is the floor, so that means this one. I guess it was my carpet. Oh yeah, it's gonna be Weston, I think. Or Den? Common? Where the fuck is my carpet? Okay, environment textures. C for carpet. And so then we're going to make this also that this... why does this have two materials? Oh, because I was going to do... Okay. because I wanted to have an emissive material. So if we come back into here. Oh, wait, but that's actually going to be a pain because we can't set these multi-meshes to be something different. Basically, this mesh has its surfaces predefined. Okay, so what I actually want here then is new material. Actually, yeah, new material there. We need some emissive texture. So I'm going to do like maybe like a gray here. And then a slight yellow tinge to that. That'd be a good start. Okay. Come back into the back rooms. Make this not a composed thing. Instead, it will be now baked. So what if we come into like cycles and see what this would look like? Actually, first off, what I'm going to do is go back into chunk pieces. We actually need to multiply one more thing, so we need to change this. Mix color multiply the floor with like yellow. Does that work on the floor and the ceiling? Wait, what is this exactly? Z, okay, yeah. And I think I'm actually going to move these so that it's XYZ like this. And then I'll just kind of flip these around. Okay. What is factor? Oh, okay, I see. Strange. And in the actual thing, I also have a fourth multiply, but I'm not going to bother with that because I'm just going to have... I'm going to do this. So we're going to go open recent backrooms. Is there anything here that I... Actually, can I collapse this whole thing? I can. Okay, good. So now I can actually just bake this whole thing, honestly. Yeah, I'm just going to do that. So I'm just going to do backrooms, material. Because now we can add these lights here. This will be horrible. Well... I don't know, it could be interesting. But I'm also realizing it's probably going to be like 100 megabytes or whatever. So I'll have to probably not save the lighting output to Git. Which will be a pain. But I've experienced worse fates. Why does this have... Why is this not... Oh, I see, because this is a different oven than the one I actually made. Okay. And for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have just a white thing here. UV with emission. Noise grain. And then our color will be like a dark gray. And our emission color will be like a yellowish color. Like that. And then what we can do is we can try baking this. Go back to Backrooms. Oh wait, no. Go to Backrooms Blend. Light maps, static light maps, generate. Okay. So if we come back into here, and we just add a baked light map GI. And then let's check if this will work. So the environment disabled. Gen probe subdivide, light data, tweaks. What if we tried to bake this? So this is now going to be in environment underscore light maps. I don't know if this will actually even work. It did. Well, aren't I happy? Oh, wait, but this thing doesn't work right because this mirror... Hang on. Geometry, Ooh. Let's have the light map actually have some stuff here. Oh, wait, and actually, we should put this inside... Oh, wait, no, this whole thing is interior enabled. Right. Yeah. Okay, so this needs to have... Doesn't this have a mask? I guess maybe here? New camera attributes... Practical? No, that doesn't do anything. Hang on. Godot light mask. Or no, Godot light map. GI cull mask. Yeah, because some emissive things don't actually, like, do what they're supposed to do. But at least it's been in a pull request that's been open for 6 months. Okay, whatever. Is there any other mirrors here? I guess not. I'm just gonna hide that and then bake that again. But okay, I am happy with how this looks. It looks pretty good. But I might actually make the lighting bigger. So if we go back to these... No, if we go back to the ceilings... I want this to be a little bit brighter. Yeah, let's do about that. Okay, save that as Backrooms lights. This isn't actually even testing the thing that I wanted to test, but at the very least, it'll be mildly interesting. Okay. Bake that again. Okay, I like that. Then we re-enable that. And now, let's see how this looks in here. And hopefully the seams between the objects aren't that noticeable. Also, let's check how big this is. So this is our Backrooms EXR. Let's do... Because these could be like... Oh, 2 megabytes. Okay, not that big. So I'm going to just toggle no clip. Why are there 2 of them? What? Wait. What was that? This looks way better. This looks so much better than anything else in the game. Oh wait, but now I don't like the lights here. So I'm just going to delete these. And actually then I'm going to save and quit and do it again. So mirror, turn that off, light map, rebake. Okay. I'm surprised it's only 2 megabytes. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna add this to the game, honestly. Because it's so little impact, hopefully. And I'm hoping that the performance is, like, good. There is a seam across these borders, but... Well, I could just make the floor one big thing. Wait, I don't like... I'm still getting, like, the walls that are one-sided, like, really big. Is there, like, an interior mode here? Super sampling bounces, indirect, denoiser, textile strength mode, light data, I'm basically going to have, like, a CD... What am I doing? Project. No. Sublime. I'm going to add to the git ignore the environment light maps. Is that what it is? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And then, yeah, honestly, I'm just going to delete the whole floor because the original purpose of it was floor. Yeah, just delete all of these. And then we're just going to have 0, 1. There we are. Floor, S body. Also, oh, okay, I'm seeing now. Originally it was because these were all composed objects and they had like baked meshes and stuff. Okay, and then solidify these to like, I don't know, 1 meter thick. That should be fine. Okay. We'll test this. And then we can just bake it again. Actually, I'm curious, does this even have like oh, okay, it does. I was like, does this even use the actual textures, or is it just using probes? Like, because if it's just using probes, we could actually get by with even completely... Oh, wait, hang on. I just realized this is lower than all of this stuff. Hang on, let's try to make it match what was here before. And also, wait, what? Why does this not have the... Oh, because it's called wall. And it's referenced there. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, my next question is, what am I looking for, actually? Oh, yeah, I guess chairs. Let's make sure that these are, like, aligned properly. Not quite. I guess that's correct? Okay. Yeah, now it looks much more rancid and yellow, which is good. Oh, I see. Anytime I move something and re-import it, the lighting is killed. That makes total sense. Okay. And now, we can also double check how this EXR looks still. Still only 2 kilobytes. Or, no, 2 megabytes. Yeah, that's interesting. These are usually like 100 megabytes when I've last tested it. And it usually takes like a minute to redo the thing. So maybe just having just a lot of the same mesh is what's doing the work for me. I guess it also helps. Let's check like what the objects like these look like. Yeah, they look about right. You know, I think it's because the light probes are here. Well, some of them don't quite look right. Oh, right, I forgot to fix this. It is kind of funny to have the mirror glow like that, but it's also very annoying. Okay. Okay, yeah, this does make sense. Maybe it just is, like, very conducive to being compressed then. I'm still confused as to where these lights are coming from. Let's look for light spot. Is there anything else that could possibly be lighting up this place? Because we have, reflection probe, maybe. So does this thing... Okay. Does this thing even do anything anymore? I guess it probably does. Nah, well, whatever. Okay, let's see how everything looks. Oh, I see. There's a little... This is above the floor a little bit, and that's why there's that little line there. Okay, that makes sense. And then the clocks still aren't textured, but I can't be bothered. Well, okay. That's a nice little improvement. I like that. Status, git add dot. Baked lighting in the back rooms. I'll have to play that like 5 times. But okay. Admittedly, my car was fixed, and I didn't really have any plans for today. I already did everything that I needed to actually do. So, oh wait, did I just save by accident? Get reset hard? No. What I need to do is I need to actually get the to-do list open. Because this is now going to be... well, actually... Yeah, you know what? To-do matching main branch. Okay. But yeah, I should get my car. This was a short little stream, but I wanted to do at least one more stream before I went out for whatever I was doing today. Or no, you know, the 3-week thing. I'm also going to try to get a video done tonight. It should be a short little, like, Needleful Weekly like I used to do. But okay, I'll be back soon. See you later. Well, back later. In 3 weeks.